welcome back to Story Time. How are you guys? I am tired. When you're a mom, you're always tired. Even when the kids are not at home, you're always tired. So, I can imagine you're still doing schoolwork. I don't know, because I see some of the kids on YouTube that they're still doing work for school. So I don't know when you guys are gonna be done, but I hope soon so you can enjoy your summer, because in Florida it's already summer. It's so hot. I went outside and there's some feral cats out there that it's like these two little girls. They're so skinny and they always follow me around. So I went out to give them some water and a little bit of food, and it was scorching hot. And then it gets like in your body, like, ew, you have to take a shower. It's sticky and humid. It's Florida. Ew. Where are you? Where are you from? Anywho, so, another news. On what's today? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday night. So on Monday, May 18th, 2020, my husband and I celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary. Can you believe that? 40 years. That's a lot of years. Anyway, we didn't do anything. Where can you go? We watch a movie on Netflix. Look what we're reading. Ivy and Bean. They're tied together to a stump of a tree. This is book 5 and says bound to be bad. Oh no. This one is kind of thick. So let's see. It has a few chapters. Hang in there with me. Let's see, they have so many pages at the beginning. So you can see it has all those chapters that we're gonna read. If I can. And let's start. It is called, the first one, A Pain in the Kazoo. I know what a kazoo is. It goes, ah. You know what a kazoo is? I used to have one, but I didn't know what the name of it was. So we call it pito, but you know, everything that you can blow and go, it's a pito. Pito, like P-I-T-O, pito. A pain in the kazoo. Let's start. Gee, I can't start. Check. Bean's mom was reading the paper. Check. Bean's dad was reading the paper. Check. Nancy was reading the funnies. Bean picked up her plate and licked the streaks of leftover syrup. Don't do that. Look what she's doing. Look at that. Her squirmy tongue. Stop it, Bean, said Bean's mom without even looking up from the paper. Bean sat on her hands and stared at her plate with her lips shut tight. Then suddenly her tongue shot out of her mouth and her head swooped down to her plate. I can't help it, she said, licking. There's a magnetic force pulling my tongue out of my mouth. Bean's family looked at her like she was a bug, an ugly bug. That's disgusting, said Nancy. Bean, please, said her mother. Cut it out, said her father. I can't, slurped Bean. The force is too strong. Look at how they imagine her being a bug. Look at those eyes, are huge. Her father took her plate away. Bean slumped against the back of her chair. Thanks, dude. I owe you one. Don't call me dude, said her dad. Go do the dishes. Ooh, that's what she gets. I almost dropped the book. What? It's Nancy's turn, yelped Bean. It was Nancy's turn until you lick your plate. Now it's your turn, said her dad. That's totally unfair, huffed Bean. I couldn't help it. Haven't you ever heard of forces beyond your control? What am I, Cinder Bean? Bean said. What about my rights? Slowly her dad lowered his paper and looked at her. He gave her the stare. Think about whether you're making a good choice or a bad choice, Bean. There was a pause. I guess I'll go to the dishes. Bean clumped into the kitchen. Bean, you didn't see my pink yarn, did you? Oops! Bean tried to roll behind the couch, but Nancy saw her. Bean, do you have my pink yarn? Look, she's just... Oh my gosh, behind the couch. With her legs up and everything. No, said Bean. That was true. She didn't have it. She would never have it again. Nancy looked at her slitty eye. Do you know where it is? No. Who knows where it was by now? Nancy's eye got even slittier. Have you seen it recently? Minnie, be careful with the cable. Minnie, I'm trying to work here. She just goes by and there goes the cable. Oh, what do you want, baby? What is it? Are you bored? We'll go play with Charlie. It's okay. Mama's reading a story, okay? She has gotten so big. It's like calling her Minnie is not Minnie anymore. Anywho. Mom, Bean took my yarn. Before she knew it, Bean was having to look around her room for her money. She changed hiding places so often that it was hard to remember where she kept it exactly. She had to give Nancy $7 to buy new yarn. $7! Oh my goodness, these pages are thick. Hang on. Okay. They're really thick. And where were we? Now she had only $2 and some coins left, and the yarn hadn't even worked. Bean had fallen out of the tree anyway. Bean's mom was under her desk. She was doing something with the wires. And Bean could tell she wasn't having much fun because she kept saying, oh, for crying out loud. And Jesu Pete. Hi, Mom, said Bean into the crack between the desk and the wall. Whoa, Minnie. Oh my gosh, she's crazy. Minnie, you gotta get down from there. Oh my gosh, you're gonna get hurt. Come down. Do you need my help? Can you jump? Jump. Minnie, she is on top of my shredder, which is kind of like rounded. So when she went to get up, she was trying, almost slid out. And there's a basket underneath, but it doesn't have anything, just another basket inside. Minnie, don't eat my paper. No, Minnie, that's Mommy's paper. Minnie. We're gonna be never done with it. Oh, Jesus. Help me. Don't have kids, but I have 2 cats and 2 dogs. Plus the ferals outside. Oh, jeez. Okay, bye-bye. She's gone. Oh, hi, said her mom. Hold on to this cord a sec, will you? She shoved a black wire up through the crack. Bean didn't take it. Only if you pay me. What? Only if you pay me? There was a silence. Then Bean's mom began to back out from under her desk. Oh no, I would be running. Oh, jeez. Bean started to have a bad feeling. Sorry, she said quickly. I hold the cord for free. But now her mom was all the way out. Now she was standing, and now she was glaring. She's gonna get in trouble. Look at her. With attitude and everything. Oh my goodness, Bean. Ooh, look at her mom. Oh, she is mad. What did you say? That you would help me only if I paid you? She asked. It was a joke, said Bean. Just kidding. Her mom was still glaring. What do you think I'm thinking, Bean? Bean sighed. I think you're thinking I'm a pain in the kazoo. Right. So what might be a good thing for you to do? Bean thought. Eat only bread and water for a week? Try again, said her mom. Give you and Daddy and Nancy each a big wet kiss? Her mother coughed. Maybe later. Try again. Go outside and play? Bingo! She wants her out of the house. Chapter 2. It's called Tough Cookies. Oh my goodness. Does not look good. Look at this. What is she thinking about? Hopping on a... What is this? Like one of those things you hop on. Like, ooh, ding, ding, ding. It has a name. I forgot. It's like a spring. What is she up to now? Tough Cookies. Bean flopped down on her front steps. Yikes! Even though it was still morning, the wood was already hot from the sun. Bean's head was sweating under her hair. She wished she hadn't popped her blow-up pool. Her mom had said that jumping around a blow-up swimming pool on a pogo stick, that's what it was, would pop it. Bean had said it wouldn't. Her mom had been right. Bean had been wrong. She popped it with a pogo stick. Bean rested her chin in her hands and thought about that. She had popped her blow-up pool. She had been a disgusting bug at breakfast. She had used up Nancy's yarn, and she made her mom mad. Oh my gosh. Okay, she's not winning any friends right now. What if I am a pain in the kazoo, she thought. What if that's just how I am? What if I'm the worst than all the other people in the world? Bean jumped up. She wanted to play with someone. Right this minute. She looked around Pancake Court. Mostly everyone was still inside. There was one kid out. It was Katie, or Katie, who was 6 years old and lived at the other end of Pancake Court. She was walking along, pushing a little pink doll stroller in front of her. Hiya, Katie. I'm gonna call her Katie. Call Bean. You wanna play? Katie stopped in front of Bean's house. She looked at Bean. I don't think so. Why not? Asked Bean. I have to stay clean. Katie was very clean. Her pink dress was clean, and even her white sandals were clean. How come? Bean asked. We're going out for dinner tonight, said Katie. Your mom's making you wear your fancy stuff all day? Bean's mom would never try that. Oh, she looks so cute with her dress. That's a bow. She's got 2 ponytails with braids on it. Wow. She's not making me, said Katie. I like this dress because then we're twins. She pointed to her doll. Oh, she's wearing the same clothes. Look. The doll is wearing the same thing she's wearing. What is she doing? Talking to someone? Okay. It was true. The doll and Katie were wearing the same pink dress. Bean felt big and dirty. We could play a clean game. Katie thought for a minute. House? Bean hated house. What about starving orphans? Katie folded her arms. House. Boy, Katie was a tough cookie. Fine, house. Katie was the mother. Her doll was the older sister. Bean was the baby. That's what she's stuck in her thumb. Katie was making cookies. The doll was doing her homework. Now you eat the cookie dough, and I give you a timeout, said Katie to Bean. fine, Bean lunged toward Katie and snatched her imaginary bowl of dough. Oh my goodness. Give me that, she hollered. She seems a bad attitude today. Oh. She hollered and threw herself under the camellia bush to gobble it up. Oh. Oh, you're a bad girl, scolded Katie. You get a timeout. Now I'm barfing on your shoes because I ate all the cookie dough, said Bean, crawling towards Katie. Hang on. Oh, my back is hurting. It's just a little uncomfortable. I don't know. Here we go. Let's continue until I can't anymore. Ew, no, squealed Katie, jumping away. Okay, said Bean. I'm barfing on my sister's homework. Ugh. Katie grabbed the doll. That's gross, Bean. I don't want to play that. Okay, let's say I have to go to the hospital and get my stomach pumped. Bean made a sound like a siren. Look at her, like trying to throw up on the doll. Look at her frog shirt. Katie looked down at Bean. No, she said firmly. You're not doing any of that. You're in a timeout. Bean looked up at Katie. This game was too much like life. When she and Ivy played house, the house burned down. Bean wished she were playing with Ivy. All right, I'm in a timeout. See you later. She got up and started toward the sidewalk. Where are you going? Asked Katie. Ivy's? My timeout is at Ivy, said Bean. Bye. She left her there. Oh my gosh. Bird brains. Bird brains. Oh, Ivy! Bean shouted into Ivy's mail slot. Yoo-hoo! Hello, Bean, said Ivy's mom, opening the front door. Care for a slice of cucumber? In the morning? No. She was holding a plate of them. Bean wanted to say, are you nuts? But she knew that wasn't polite. No, thank you, she said. Is Ivy home? She's out in the yard, said Ivy's mom. Go on back. Who gives cucumbers? I would have given chocolate chip cookies. I used to make those. Woo! Bean walked down the path beside Ivy's house and opened the gate that led to the backyard. Ivy's yard didn't have a trampoline like Bean's, but it did have big rocks and a perfectly round puddle that Ivy called a pond, even though she had to fill it with the hose. Ivy was standing still in the middle of the long, weedy grass. Her arms were raised to the sky. She had a big smile on her face. Look at this smile. Oh my goodness. Her eyes crooked. Looking that way. Are you trying to fly, called Bean? Ivy turned to Bean and smiled even bigger. But she didn't move. Hi, she whispered. Wave your arms, advised Bean. Ivy smiled so hard her eyeballs bulged out. What the heck are you doing? Bean asked. I'm trying to be good, whispered Ivy. Oh my goodness, is she grounded too? What? Yelled Bean. She waded through the weedy grass. I'm trying to be good, Ivy whispered again. Why do you have to be so quiet about it? Now Bean was whispering too. Because I don't want to scare the birds away. I'm trying to be so good that birds land on my fingers. And wolves come out of the woods and follow me down the street, Ivy explained. Oh, look, she's thinking about the birds landing on her finger. Bean stared. Why would being good make birds land on your fingers and wolves do whatever you just said? I found out yesterday. If you're super good and pure of heart, animals think you're one of them and they love you and follow you around. Oh, yes, they do follow you around. Ivy's arms were trembling. She must have been holding them up for a while. Are you sure about this? Asked Bean. Positive. I saw it in a picture. There was this guy with the birds flying all around him and a wolf licking his foot. My mom said this guy was so good that wild beasts talk to him and birds swarm after him. I don't get it. Why did the birds swarm after him? Because his heart was pure and kind. Then that they saw that he was the same as an animal on the inside. They loved him, Ivy said. And there's a picture of Bean with a wolf, and I guess she's thinking about what Ivy's talking about. Bean thought about that. Like Snow White, you mean? Hadn't the birds helped Snow White make a pie? Ivy made a face. Snow White wasn't good. She was a goonball. Everyone knows you're not supposed to eat stuff you get from strangers. But the birds like her, said Bean. Maybe the birds felt sorry for her, but they didn't think she was one of them, said Ivy. Anyway, I don't want to be like Snow White. I want to be like the guy in the picture. I want a wolf to follow me because I'm pure of heart. She's funny. A wolf. Bean pictured a shaggy wolf walking beside her while a bird rested on her shoulders. Her mom and dad would be scared half to death, but Bean would say, "The wolf won't hurt you, he's my friend." Then the wolf and Bean would give each other long, understanding looks. And then Bean's mom and dad would feel rotten because they had realized that Bean was so pure of heart. Bean smiled at Ivy. A wolf would be pretty cool. Yeah, Ivy smiled dreamily. Okay. She could share him, said Bean. Sure we could, said Ivy. That's what good people do. They share. He doesn't have to lick my foot, said Bean. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm spitting on my wall. It's fine, it just follows me around. I know, said Ivy. Me too. She raised her arms again. But I'm starting with birds. I think they'll be easier to get than a wolf. You know, she whispered. They're not so smart. They looked up and smiled at the sky. La la la, she sang sweetly. He's looking up at the sky. Okay. I don't see any birds, said Bean, glancing up. Me neither, said Ivy. A drink of water? Okay. Maybe they're hiding in the trees. Maybe. Bean watched her for another moment. I like birds too, she said in a loud voice, almost as much as wolves. She held her hands upwards. How do you do it? What? Be so good that a bird lands on you. You can't think about yourself. You have to think nice thoughts about other people, said Ivy. Being concentrated. She thought, I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. Even though you're totally unfair, she thought of Nancy. Oh, I guess I love you too, Nancy. Then she thought of Nancy saying, 7-year-olds aren't allowed to go to horse camp, so ha ha. And isn't it past Bean's bedtime, Mom? Stupid Nancy, I hope you fall off a horse. Oops. Boy, this is harder than it looks, she said to Ivy. I think nice thoughts about my mom and dad, but that's it. Oh, your mom and dad are too easy. You aren't good enough if you just think nice thoughts about your mom and dad. You have to think nice thoughts about mean people. Ooh, that is hard. Holy moly, I can't even think nice thoughts about Nancy, and she's my sister. I'm thinking nice thoughts about Crummy Matt. I've announced. No way, said Bean. Crummy Matt was the meanest kid Bean knew. He was so mean. He told little kids that chocolate milk was brown because it had poop in it. He was so mean that he kicked balls onto the school roof on purpose so no one else would play with them. He was so mean, he threw rock at cats. Oh my gosh. Poop because it's chocolate milk. Really? I love chocolate milk. And I'm not eating no poop. Uh-oh, said Ivy proudly. I am. There's nothing nice to think about Crummy Matt, said Bean. I'm thinking that I hope it stops being so crummy, said Ivy. Hey, it's working! A little brown bird was hopping near Ivy's pond. Boing, boing, boing. Ivy held her breath. Here, birdie, squeaked Bean. The bird flew away. Ivy sighed. Now I have to start all over again. Sorry, said Bean. Ivy smiled in a pure of heart way to Bean. Now I'm thinking nice thoughts about you, she said. Bean didn't like the sound of that. What? Look at the little bird right there. What if it poops on your head? Ew! Okay, we're gonna stop right here because it's 25 minutes. So the next chapter we're gonna read on another video is called A Crummy Plan. And look, I'll give you a little preview. That's what they look like with their crummy plan. There's a bird flying. We'll see what that entails. So for now, I hope you're having a good time even though things are crazy outside and we still wear a mask to go out. So just be careful, wash your hands, and be aware of who's around you. Be safe, and I'll see you on the next video, okay? Take care. Hugs from Grandma. Bye.